This crest, it's the same style as the seals I saw in the ruins.
A crux ought to do the trick then, right?
So now we look for a crux. Any idea where to start?
We normally tend to just stumble over them. If you spot something glinting in the sand, you might be in luck.
The tablets that you'll need to... According to the bandits, there are 3 shrines in the Dead Dunes. They should be in the dry floodlands, Adamis' sands, and the grave of the Colossi.
So now I'm, what, going on a pilgrimage?
No one has ever gotten inside the shrines. They're sealed tight, so who knows what you'll find in there, really.
I'll have to test your theory. Will these seals react to cruxes too?
It certainly seems likely that they would. You should be able to find more cruxes in the desert. That's what my readings tell me anyway.
Okay, got it.
Let me remind you of a few basics about the desert. First of all, if you're ever lost, go to higher ground. Second, make sure to unseal any passageways that lead into the ruins. Third, don't forget that daytime is dangerous. One of the shrines of the tablets is supposed to be here, in the dry floodlands. Just as the name implies, there was once a great river here that supported a large population, but that was long ago. Adamis' sands. There should be a tablet here. The giant Fausti Adamis. Under orders from Pulse the Destroyer, it toiled endlessly beneath the surface of Grand Pulse.
Isn't this the kind of magnifying glass that appraisers use? It looks like it's pretty worn.
It does look rather old, but it seems like it's been taken good care of.
Valuable treasure. Time to repent.
the shrines of the tablets is nearby. This is the area that's called the Grave of the Colossi.
Are those Adamantus? I suppose the chaos must have gotten to him.
No, I don't think so. Humans did this. When the food supplies began to dwindle in this world, the people set their sights on these Adamantus. They hunted them into extinction. The humans have sacrificed countless species in this way, just to live a little longer in a dying world.
Well, how about that? This has got to be the tablet thing you're after.
Doesn't seem like anything I'd call a tablet.
Maybe they gave it a misleading name on purpose. It'd throw people off the scent if they didn't know what they're after. Tricky little buggers. Didn't want to make it easy for us.
You can't read me.
Reminds me of the old days, fighting together.